Everybody, hope your day's going well. We are back with Dolly Parton, Down from Dover. I saw this recommended in the comments quite a few times as another great storytelling song. I did hear that it was quite sad, so let's check it out. I always love to explore a little bit of the darker side of humanity in my own writing, so let's see. Down from Dover. I live in Ostend, Belgium. So it sounds almost like Austin, Texas, but it's Ostend. And England is just like across the channel from us. It's not that far. We would boat like a 2 hour boat ride, if it goes a bit fast. And we had a direct line to Dover, UK. Man, those were good times. We could just hop on the boat any time of day and get in England in 2 hours. And unfortunately, that closed down years ago. Damn. Still sad about it. Anyway, enough with the trivia. Let's jump into the song. Ooh.
I know this dress I'm wearing doesn't hide the secret I have tried concealing. When he left, he promised me he'd be back by the time it was revealing. The sun behind the clouds just cast a crawling shadow o'er the fields of clover, and time is running out for me. I wish that he would hurry down from Dover. He's been gone so long. When he left, the snow was deep upon the ground, and I have seen a spring and summer pass, and now the leaves are turning brown. At any time a tiny face will show itself, 'cause waiting's almost over. But I won't have a name to give it if he doesn't hurry down from Dover.
Wow. Her voice is so good. The way there's almost whispering in it. She's talking. She's speaking to me. Wow. Just, and her vibrato, I don't know how you actually pronounce it in English, but man, it's just, it adds extra emotion. Immediately you get in that mood, and the opening line is so important in any story, really, but this one is, I know this dress I'm wearing doesn't hide a secret I've tried concealing. Instantly, you get a great line that introduces mystery. Most people will almost immediately know what it's about, but still, it asks a question as well. What secret is she trying to conceal with a dress, But then in the next line is immediately when he left, he promised me that he'd be back by the time it was revealing, like her belly from being pregnant, right? But it's just so well written, and the way it's delivered, man, it immediately gives you that mood for, okay, this is what it's going to be about. And then setting up the fields of clover, to hurry down from Dover, rhyming line is so good. And Dover, I believe there's multiple Dovers in the U.S. Isn't it the capital of Delaware? But there might be other Dovers too, so it might be a different Dover. But anyway, Dover is just, it could be anywhere, right? Could be any place. He ain't coming back, because I don't have a name for this baby if he doesn't come, like a surname. Oh, and also the way it was described of the snow, when he left, there was still snow on the ground. Now I've seen spring and summer pass, and the leaves are turning brown. Like multiple seasons have passed, time has passed, and it's almost time now for the baby. The tiny face will show itself because the waiting is almost over. Wow. The emotion here in the writing, reflecting and then shining through in her voice is just like, wow. this story hits. And the music, oof. You can hear the chord changes in the guitar too. Like that always, to me, that is like an extra, again, like extra depth to the emotion. Like sometimes you don't want people to hear those chord changes, but sometimes for me, I don't know, that sounds just good. To me, it does.
Down from Dover.
Those slides.
From Dover. From Dover. My folks weren't understanding when they found out they sent me from the home place. My daddy said if folks found out, he'd be ashamed to ever show his face. My mama said I was a fool. She did not believe it when I told her. Mama, everything's gonna be alright. Soon he will be coming down from Dover. Place to stay out on a farm, taking care of an old lady. She never asked me nothing, so I never talked to her about my baby. I sent a message to my mom with the name and address of Miss Elma Grover. And to make sure he got that information when he came down from Dover.
Wow, man, this story, wow. You could just, all the different stages, like having a child out of wedlock, and that's probably taboo, especially in those times now, maybe still even in some places or cultures or families, and then you get cast out basically. Like they sent me from the home place, because what will people say? I will be ashamed when people find out, which is, so it's tough, man. Like if opinions of others matter more than supporting your child. But that's the complicatedness of all this situation, and the parents know, like, this guy ain't coming back. He's not coming back. But then to cast your child out, I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Whew. What a story, man. They didn't sugarcoat this one.
I loved him more than anything, and I could not refuse him when he needed me. He was the only one I'd loved, and I just can't believe that he was using me. He wouldn't leave me here like this. I know it can't be so. It can't be over. He wouldn't make me go through this alone. He'll be coming down from Dover. My body aches the time he's here. It's lonely in this place where I am lying. Our baby has been born, but something's wrong. It's too still. I hear no crying. I guess in some strange way she knew she'd never have a father's arms to hold her. So dying was her way of telling me he wasn't coming down from Dover. From Dover. From Dover. Down from Dover.
Wow. Wow, it is, man. The feelings I have about the song are so conflicting in terms of, as a human, and as a father of a daughter, it is so sad and heartbreaking. But then as a writer, I am so in awe of this story. Like it's like colliding against each other. Like I'm excited just because of the writing. That gets me going. That gets me inspired. But then as a human being and as a father, I'm sitting there like, oh man, like this is, oh. All right, let's talk about some of these lines, man. Just, and the way she delivered them, like the point that I was really like sucked into, and like listening to the way she delivered certain lines, like I just can't believe he was the one. I can't believe he was using me. If you play it back, you can almost sense a little bit of anger in that line, like the way she said using me, and then it turned into sadness. Like I know it can be over. He wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't make me go through this so long and alone. He'd be coming down from Dover, almost trying to convince yourself that he's going to be there until the last moment, right? Keep convincing yourself. You will not believe that he's not coming back until it's over. And then it hits her, but not in the way I was expecting it to hit. Like it's a daughter, right? She's now she would never have a father's arms to hold her, and dying was her way of telling me that he wasn't coming down from Dover. That is, first of all, incredible writing. But man, that's why it hits so hard, because the writing is so good. And just the way she is now convinced that he's not coming down. It's incredible. Dying was her way from telling. You know, a twist in a story is always great, but man, this is a dark one. It's a tough one, and at the same time, it's genius too. I don't know if it's based on a true story, but that happens. You know, the way she was singing, then so vulnerable. Like there's something wrong. I hear no crying, and you know, she always said like it's lonely in this place where I'm lying. She's alone. Her parents cast her out. This guy isn't coming. She's going through this all by herself. It's heartbreaking, man. That's heartbreaking. Just to have to go through that by yourself, man. Even if you don't approve of the choices your child has made, man, you still have to support him, right? Every situation is different, but man, that last verse was so tough. And the way she delivered it, man, this is a masterpiece, but it's a dark one. People warned me. They gave me a heads up. So thank you for that. But I'm glad and grateful that I checked it out, because this is truly, an amazing song, although very heartbreaking and heart-wrenching. But man, the writing and the delivery of it and the music, top notch. Wow. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day.